Welcome back to LinguaFlow English. I'm Anna. Today we're doing something a little different. We're turning small talk from a dreaded chore into a deliberate professional skill. If you've ever stood by the coffee machine pretending your phone is interesting, this episode is for you. Jake, you ready?
Ready? Well, mostly. I used to avoid hallway chit-chat like it was a performance review, so yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. Quick roadmap for listeners. We'll reframe the small talk problem, teach a repeatable opening technique called generative observation, show how to deepen conversation with progressive disclosure, run a live practice so you can hear it in real time, and finish with concrete takeaways. All geared to early to mid-career pros who want to build influence without faking extroversion.
Sounds good. I like the idea of skill, not performance. That's encouraging.
Exactly. First, the small talk dilemma. People think small talk is meaningless because it often is. Weather, traffic, the usual. Those generic openings fail for two reasons. They're either closed and transactional, or they're superficial and don't invite anything beyond a canned reply. Research in communication shows conversational competence predicts job mobility and leadership perception. In other words, how you talk to people matters for career trajectories.
Wait, really? Like measurable effects?
Absolutely. Even controlling for technical skills, people who are perceived as conversationally competent get better sponsorship and bigger projects. That's not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about creating comfort, exchanging information, and opening possibilities. We call those the three core principles: comfort, information, possibility.
Comfort, information, possibility. Got it. But how do I translate that into an actual line? Give me an opening that doesn't sound robotic.
Which brings us to segment 2, the opening beyond the weather. Instead of a question that stops the convo, use a generative observation, a short, specific comment about something in the environment or context that invites participation. It's not a yes-no prompt, it's an invitation. Example, at a networking lunch, you might say, "I'm always surprised by how the catered salads never match the menu. Has anyone here found a place that consistently nails corporate catering?" That gets people laughing, sharing, or commiserating. It's specific, slightly personal, and allows multiple types of responses.
Oh, I like that. It's funny and neutral. So it's like a seed rather than a question.
Exactly. Seeds grow. Another formula: observation plus short stance plus open prompt. Example, "I noticed the meeting ran 20 minutes over. Totally my fault for asking all the questions. How do you usually handle time pressure in those groups?" That's an opening that admits vulnerability, gives you information, and opens possibilities for follow-up.
So vulnerability is okay? I always thought you had to be polished.
Polish doesn't mean armor. A little human detail signals approachability. But you calibrate. Keep it professional, not confessional. Let's move to deepening, from surface to substance.
Progressive disclosure, right? I've heard that term.
Yes, progressive disclosure is a structured way to advance topics by matching and then expanding the other person's level of openness. Start with low-risk, observable topics, then step to slightly more personal or informative layers only if the other person signals reciprocation. For example, start with an observation about a conference session, then ask what they're hoping to take away, then share a small lesson you learned, each step testing for engagement.
How do you know when to push deeper? I don't want to be that person who overshares.
Listen for cues: energy, length of response, follow-up questions. If they answer in one word and look away, don't push. If they expand and ask you a question back, that's your green light. Also, mirror formality and pace. If they're concise, be concise. If they're expansive, you can match their rhythm. And have graceful exit lines ready. Those help you close without awkwardness.
Give me one of those exits, please.
Sure. Simple, professional exits. It was great hearing your take. I'll follow up on that article you mentioned. Or, I don't want to take more of your time, but I enjoyed this. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Those wrap the exchange and leave a bridge for continuity.
Okay, practical. I like it.
Great. Now, segment 4, live practice and application. We'll do a simulated connection. I'll set the scene. Conference coffee break, mixed crowd, you spot someone wearing a logo of a company you admire. Your goal, make a useful connection, learn one thing, and leave on a good note. You're Jake. I'm a product manager named Sarah. Ready?
Ready.
Hi, I'm Sarah, product manager at Helix. That panel was...
Oh, hi, Sarah. Yeah, that panel was surprisingly practical. I noticed your Helix sticker. I've been curious about how your team's approach to beta testing differs from typical A/B in consumer products.
Oh, that's a good question. We actually run what we call micro sprints inside the beta. Instead of a single A/B, we iterate weekly with a small cohort. It gives faster learning cycles, but demands close stakeholder alignment. What do you usually do on your side?
We mostly run platform-level A/Bs, but they can take months. I'm trying to find ways to compress that without losing signal. How do you keep stakeholders aligned on a weekly cadence?
We hold a 15-minute sync each Monday with product and analytics. Super focused. We share one metric and one decision. It's surprisingly calm. What would one change like that do for your team?
Honestly, it could speed decisions on feature flags and lower the backlog. I might try a pilot next quarter. By the way, I don't want to hijack your break. Can I get your card or connect on LinkedIn so I can pick your brain about this after I talk to my lead?
Absolutely. Here's my card. Connect, and I'll send a template we use.
Thanks, Sarah. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
That was compact, relevant, and left a clear follow-up. Jake, how did that feel?
Honestly, less terrifying than I expected. I used a generative observation, asked a short strategic question, mirrored energy, and closed with a specific call to action. Felt doable.
That's the point. Practice in micro steps. Now, I want to point out 3 small tactical moves you used well. Specificity in the opening, Helix sticker, an information-seeking question that also framed your value, and a clean conclusion with a bridge. Those 3 moves map to our core principles: comfort, information, possibility.
Can we replay that, but with a mistake? Like, if I asked a closed question or overshared?
Sure. Try opening with a closed question about their tools.
Hi, Sarah. Do you use feature flags?
Yes. We use them sometimes. It's fine. Long pause. Actually, I have to... Not great. See how it dies? A closed question invites a one-word answer and stops momentum.
Yeah, that felt flat.
Exactly. Now try oversharing. We have this massive backlog and the devs are swamped. Also, my manager annoys me.
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That felt bad instantly.
It did. Oversharing collapses professionalism and reduces trust. Aim for calibrated vulnerability. Small, work-focused personal detail, not venting. Okay, last practice, a graceful exit when the person is enthusiastic and the conversation is running long.
Hi, Sarah. Loved hearing your microsprint idea. I'm actually heading to the panel on integrations, but could I follow up via LinkedIn and maybe borrow that template?
Definitely. I'll send it over. Great meeting you.
Thanks. Enjoy the panel.
Clean. Notice you named the next step. That specificity increases the chance of follow-through by about, well, a lot. Now let's wrap with the final segment, conclusion and key principles.
Yes, give me the elevator version I can repeat in my head before a coffee run.
Okay, Rule 1. Reframe small talk as a strategic skill based on comfort, information, possibility. Rule 2. Use generative observations, not generic questions. Rule 3. Employ progressive disclosure, match, test, and expand. Rule 4. Listen for cues and mirror pace and formality. Rule 5. Always end with a concrete next step or graceful exit. Practice 2 minutes a day in low-stakes settings. Lunch line, elevator, coffee queue. That's where habits form.
2 minutes a day. Doable. Anything about mindset? Because I still worry about being awkward.
Mindset is key. Replace scarcity, I have to impress, with curiosity. I have 2 minutes to learn something useful. Curiosity lowers pressure and increases genuine interest. Also, rehearse a couple of openings so you don't freeze. Not scripts, templates. And remember, most people are relieved when someone else starts the conversation.
I like curiosity over performance. I'm still in that.
Please do. Final quick checklist for the show notes. 1-line generative opening, 1 sample progressive disclosure ladder, 2 graceful exits, and 3 practice prompts. Try them this week and report back. You'll get incremental wins fast.
I will. Thanks, Anna. This actually made me excited to try it.
That's what we aim for. All right, listeners, your homework. Pick 1 generative observation, use it at least twice this week, and journal the responses. Small, consistent practice yields measurable change. Thanks for listening. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. See you at the coffee machine. For real this time.
Bye for now. Practice with curiosity, not perfection. You've got this.